was getting ready to go one more time. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are going to start today by reminding us that when you and I become empowered, it allows other people to step into their empowerment also.
When someone becomes empowered, there is a little less fear. Where there's a little less fear, there is a little less anger. Where there is a little less anger, there is a little less hate. Where there's a little less hate, there is a little less conflict. Then there's a little more peace, and where there's a little more peace, there's a little more love. Where there's a little more love, someone becomes empowered. When someone becomes empowered, there is a little less fear. Where there's a little less fear, there is a little less anger. Where there is a little less anger, there is a little less hate. Where there's a little less hate, there is a little less conflict. Then there's a little more peace, and where there's a little more peace, there's a little more love. Where there's a little more love, someone becomes empowered. Where there's a little more love, someone becomes empowered. Where there's a little more love, someone becomes empowered.
Vivian LeBeau used to always say, I'm getting better and better every day. And so I just wanted us to affirm that we are getting better every minute.
Getting better every minute, getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day. I read the news and I watch TV, and it gives me the blues and sometimes CBGBs. There's a channel of peace being sent from above, bringing us this message on the wings of a dove. Getting better every minute, getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day. If we're wise, we surely know what we feed will always grow. So I walk through my life, I do my best to be cheerful, 'cause I know it's a choice, and it's better than fearful. So when my friends smile and say, hey, how you doing today? I will choose to answer in a positive way. getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day, getting better every minute, getting better every day.
Good morning, and welcome to Unity. Please join me in affirming our statement of being. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. This power expresses life, love, wisdom, and abundance through me. In it, I live and move and have my being. Good morning. My name is Dan Piekarski, and I will be your service leader today. Welcome to Unity of Bloomington's live streaming service. We extend a special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the first time. Welcome, and thanks for being here. You can find us, as always, on both Facebook and YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And you can find links to our streaming services on both of those platforms or at our homepage, the Unity of Bloomington homepage website, unityofbloomington.org. You can also sign up for our newsletter while you're exploring our website. And please do. We have a lot of interesting information that comes out. At Unity, we offer practical spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We are a center for spiritual growth, and we provide inspiration, tools, and practices that support people on their path of spiritual growth. So let's say together our community response. God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. God is. I am naturally good because God's divinity is in me and everyone. I am. I create my experiences by what I think, feel, do, and believe. I create. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. I pray. I do and give my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. I live. So now I'd like to invite Ginger up for our moment with the children.
Thank you so much, Dan, and thank you for being with us here today. I hope that if you were celebrating a spring break this past week, that you had a good one and are recharged and ready to get back to learning and discovering new things about the world. Something that I wanted to share with you today was an idea about friendship. Many of us, as we're at school or with our family and friends, we might have cousins, or when you get older, maybe you have work friends that become parts of your life. And I just wanted to talk about what it means to be a friend. When I think of the things that I would like to experience in a friend, I want someone who will support me if I'm having a bad day. I would hope that my friend would say, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, and I'm here for you, and if you need a shoulder to cry on, right here. Feel free to cry on it and let it all out so that you feel a little better. I would hope that if I'm concerned or if I'm anxious about something, that my friend would say, you know what? Everything's going to be okay. Whatever happens, we will get through this. And then I'd also like for my friend to want to do fun things with me, to explore and to play and to just have a good time. Now, we can have those relationships with our peers, our cousins, our friends at school, or maybe a pen pal, if we have a pen pal. And there's another relationship that we have that we can practice being a good friend. And that's the relationship that you have with yourself. So think about how you, when you might be by yourself, how you treat yourself when you're feeling sad. Do you go, oh, you shouldn't be feeling sad, get over it? Or could you maybe go, it's okay to feel sad right now. It'll pass. If you need to cry, go ahead and cry. Or if you're discouraged or if you're anxious about a test that you might have, do you go, oh, you're so horrible, you should have studied for your test, and just kind of berate yourself? Or do you go, you know what? Let's take some time, let's study a little bit, and we're going to do our best, and however it comes out, everything's going to be okay. That's what I would like for you to maybe practice this week, is being your own best friend. Treating yourself like you would want your best friend to treat you. So, as you go through this week, remember, you can be your own best friend. And I encourage you to cultivate that relationship so that you know that you always have your back.
I like to taste the sunshine. I like to smell the wind. I like to feel the earth move. I like to be a friend. I like to hear the rainbow singing the color blue. I like the fact that I like someone like you. Thank you, Ginger. That was awesome. So, March 2021, our theme this year is wisdom, or actually this month is wisdom. And our annual theme is how to stay centered no matter what. I love that. Stay centered no matter what. So each month we explore the role that one of our 12 powers plays in staying centered and achieving inner peace no matter what is occurring around us. God is the power of wisdom within and all around me. So whatever the need, I find the answers I seek within. My spiritual powers of discernment, intuition, and evaluation are active and strong. I am one with divine guidance, and it is constantly present. I become centered and still, listening for inner wisdom to speak whenever I feel uncertain or or overwhelmed. I know insight and understanding will come. I am open to all that aligns with my inner knowing. I trust my intuition. So when I am guided in unexpected ways, I have faith in the process. Wisdom dependably leads me to my good. I am divine and wise, and so too are all of those I hold in prayer. I envision their blessings unfolding and trust their divine judgment to bring forth their highest good. I give thanks for the ocean of wisdom, the infinite divine resource that is eternally present. spiritual discernment, intuition, and pure knowing are my true nature. So please join me in claiming this truth as our own. Together, I can handle any circumstance by tapping into the wisdom within me and all around me. Pretty wise words right there. So a couple of announcements. One, I'd like to highlight their virtual Unity Cafe. So after the service, grab a cup of coffee or tea and come online and say hello to your Unity friends. After the service, I think it starts about 11:30, right there, 11:30. And if you need to find us, you go on to the Facebook group under announcements, or you can go to unityofbloomington.org and scroll down until you see the link below those to connect you to the live streams. You should also see links in the comments on this video that you can cut and paste into your browser, and that will get you to where you need to be. So we look forward to seeing you. Also, for those of you who know me and know my family, I just wanted to let you know that tomorrow, on March 22nd, is my son Christopher's birthday, and he turns 20 tomorrow. So it's the milestones are going fast. So anyway, I thought you all might like to know that. The daily word, and the word for today is forgive. And the affirmation is, I extend forgiveness to myself. So, from the daily word, throughout my life, I have forgiven those who hurt and disappointed me. In turn, I've been grateful when others extend understanding and forgiveness to me. Even though I've learned to be forgiving with others, I may still find it difficult to forgive myself for mistakes I've made, disappointments I've caused, and commitments I've broken. Today, I open my heart, and with love and compassion, I forgive myself. I remind myself that everyone makes mistakes and deserves understanding and forgiveness, even from me. I remember how the prodigal son's father received him with joy, when he came home. And this joy is mine when I let go of self-condemnation and finally come home to myself. And from Luke 15:20, but while he was still far off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. He ran and put his arms around him and kissed him. Be gentle with yourself. I always like to say, treat yourself like a sweet 5-year-old child. I love that. So our message, we want to do this affirmation together. So let's do the affirmation together. Together. I extend forgiveness to myself. And let's say it once more to ourselves and just feel that inside us. I extend forgiveness to myself. Our message today will be provided by our spiritual ministry co-coordinator, Ginger Curry, and our musical team will be providing our special music today.
Thank you so much, Dan.
When I look in your eyes, I see the beloved, see the look at me. When I see your face, I see the beloved, see the beloved in me. You are in my soul, you are my inspiration. With you in my heart, I am never alone. We are one. There is no separation. When I rest in you, I am home. When I touch your heart, I feel the beloved, feel the beloved touching me. When I open my heart, I open to the beloved, to the beloved in me. You are in my soul, you are my inspiration. With you in my heart, I am never alone. We are one. There is no separation. When I rest in you, I am home. When I touch your heart, I feel the beloved, feel the beloved touching me. When I open my heart, I open to the beloved, to the beloved in me, to the beloved in me, to the beloved in me. When I sing this song, I imagine myself looking into a mirror and singing it to myself. When I look in my eyes, I see the beloved. When I look at my face, I feel the beloved. When I open my heart, I open myself up to the beloved in me. Today, we're talking about forgiveness, and we're also talking about developing, cultivating that ultimate relationship. Seb, if you could put that next little slide up. I intentionally cultivate a deeper relationship with myself. And how do we go about doing that? Well, it goes without saying that to have a relationship with someone or with ourselves, we need to get to know ourselves. We also need to see ourselves and see those areas where there is a growth edge, and forgive ourselves that maybe we have not grown through those places. And then we also need to practice giving ourselves unconditional love. So I first wanted to talk about knowing myself. I intentionally cultivate a deeper relationship with myself. How do I get to know myself?
we can go our whole lives without touching the essence, without breaking through the complicated layers that are me. And so we, as we have evolved and humanity have put together some exercises to kind of help us get to know ourselves better. And one of these exercises is to look at people around us who we respect. Look at people around us who inspire us, and to identify those qualities that resonate within us. Identify the qualities that call out to us. And so I would just like to invite you to take just a moment to think about either people that you know, or people that you've read about, or people that are in leadership areas, or people that are scientists, or people that are artists, creatives. Take a moment and allow yourself to bring some of those people to mind. And think about, what is it? What qualities are those people expressing that really resonate with you? I know for me, when I did this exercise for myself, I realized that I was very attracted to those people who were living the truth that they knew. People that were walking their talk. People that had this sense of integrity within themselves that guided the decisions that they made, that guided the actions that they took. When you have some time later this week or later today, I invite you to really identify 3 to 5 qualities that really speak to you. I'll give you another clue. If you bring to mind 3 to 5 people who push your buttons, who get you riled up about things, they are probably expressing the opposite of the quality that you are holding dear. So that'll give you a clue as to whether or not you're on your personal identification. And you know, I'm not saying that the other people that have qualities that don't resonate with you are doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that they have qualities that resonate with them, and they're not your qualities. And that's for us all to discover. What are the qualities within us that we want to express into the world? I also, when I looked at people that I admired, I was drawn to people who were generous in spirit, who had an abundant worldview, who might have been presented with examples of scarcity, but never let those examples of scarcity hide the potential for abundance. They didn't let what was maybe presenting themselves, whatever life was bringing them, whatever experience they were having, they knew deep within their heart that they lived in an abundant world, and that there was enough, and that there was no reason to hoard. There was no reason to separate. There was no reason to push away, because there is enough. And I know that for me, I also appreciate people that are competent. I don't know. That's just one of those qualities I appreciate. Seb, put that other next slide up. I want to introduce you to a book. This is another exercise that we can kind of go through to help us identify some of those things that really resonate. This is actually a financial planning book. You find wisdom everywhere. And so this is by a gentleman named George Kinder, and he wrote it with Mary Rowland, and it's Life Planning for You, How to Design and Deliver the Life of Your Dreams. And it is a financial planning / retirement planning / life planning book that I discovered this past year. I recommend everyone get this book. It literally is life-changing. It allows you to kind of look at life and identify those areas where maybe you're spending time in doing things that aren't really important to you. So in the book, George Kinder, he asked these 3 questions. The reason I really want you to get this book is so that you can really delve into these questions. And the first is, how would I be living my life if all my needs were provided for? How would I live my life if I was financially secure? How would I spend my day? What activities would I be involved in? How would I spend my time? The second question is, if I were to go to the doctor and my doctor says, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is you have between 10 and 5 years to live. The good news is you're going to feel great up until the time you make your transition. With that knowledge, how do I live my life starting tomorrow? That there is limited time on this planet, and that for me, I have at least 5 years, but no more than 10. How am I going to live my life? Now, interestingly, no one in this room or listening today is guaranteed another hour or another minute. We like to think, oh, well, I'm going to make my transition when I'm such and such age. But, in reality, no one is guaranteed tomorrow. But if you are going to design your life, what changes might you make? And then this third question, with really kind of narrows everything down, is if you went to that same doctor and he said, or she said, you have 24 hours. That's the best I can give you. How does that make you feel? And it's not about regrets of things that you weren't going to be able to do in the future, but who did you not allow yourself to be? And what experiences did you not allow yourself to have? That really narrows it down to how do you want to spend your time here on earth. So I recommend this book, Life Planning for You, George Kinder. I was going to show you my book. It had lots of sticky notes in it because that's how I read. And I just wanted to show you my book, but I left it at home this morning. That's okay. So I intentionally cultivate a deeper relationship with myself. What am I passionate about? What gets me going? What energizes me? And then what makes me tired? I have a wonderful example of this. My husband is retiring in 2022. And so I have been doing our retirement plan. And when I talk to my husband about how all of the things are going to work and how things are going to be laid out, his eyes just glaze over. He is not interested at all. He's like, okay, whatever. Now, I used to get upset because I'm so enthused by it. I'm energetic about it. I love learning about how things work, and I really enjoy it. And then the other day, he came in and he started telling me about this project that he wanted to do in the garage, and was saying, well, should I run the hose inside the house or should I put it in the wall? And then I noticed that my eyes were glazing over. And I really did not care how he did this plumbing project in the garage. And I was like, oh. And we've been married 27 years. It's not like we don't know each other. But in my 50s, now I'm finally getting to know my husband and myself. But yeah, I wasn't interested. And my eyes just glazed over. And I was like, oh, this is what he feels like when I start talking about things that he's not really interested in. It was a wonderful moment of self-awareness. So what I am encouraging us all as we go through this next week, this next month, this next year, because I found that a lot of this past year has been about me really getting to know myself on a deeper level. I encourage us to find those qualities that resonate with us. I encourage us to find those things that we're passionate about and to release those things that make us tired. I also want to talk about forgiveness. My relationship with myself strengthens as I learn to forgive myself. My relationship with myself strengthens as I learn to forgive. And what are the reasons why we might want to forgive ourselves? Or some of the reasons why I'm disappointed in myself or I get angry with myself is because I am not showing up and expressing those qualities that we just talked about. It's when I've recognized that I haven't shown up in a relationship or a situation and expressed and brought those qualities to that situation, that those are the areas where I need to forgive myself. Because as we go to this next slide, Maya Angelou says, do the best you can until you know better. And when you know better, do better. When I did forgiveness work earlier on in my life, and a lot of it was towards my parents, there was this thought with my parents, when they were raising me, were doing the best they could with the knowledge and understanding that they had at that point. The 20-year-old me was doing the best that I could with the knowledge and the understanding that I had at that point. As I know better, I can do better. So, my relationship with myself is the most important relationship I will ever experience. Loving ourselves is not a selfish act. Loving ourselves is essential to us becoming and expressing all of our capacity. David LeBeau, Reverend David LeBeau, last week told a story about a woman, Claire, was that Emma. There was a woman, Emma, who raised her 6 children, who loved being part of their lives, who loved being part of her grandchildren's lives, and made it part of her day, her life, to be with them as much as possible. But then Emma experienced a health emergency or a health challenge. That's probably a better way to say it, a health challenge. And Emma realized that she needed to take time for herself. I had a lot of judgment come up from that story because I was like, oh my goodness, her children are very selfish. And in that instance, I think they were taking advantage of their mother. But Emma realized that she needed to love herself and to protect her energy and her time so that she could experience healing, so that she could rejuvenate, so that she could live her best life. I really feel that is important when we are navigating relationships with other people, family and friends, is that we make sure that we are our own best friend, that we are loving ourselves unconditionally and making sure that not that there's scarcity in the world and I need to protect myself from feeling that scarcity, but that there is an abundance in the world, and for me to share my abundance, I need to make sure that I am nurturing myself. One of my friends, Phyllis, gave me a calendar for Christmas, and this next slide is the quote that came up for St. Patrick's Day. And it's from Oscar Wilde, who is an Irish poet, writer, and he said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Be yourself." And as I explore, as I forgive, and as I love myself, it's then that I am capable to express the truth of my being. When we combine the qualities that resonate with us, those qualities that we see in other people that we want more of in our lives, when we combine our passions and our talents, we begin to uncover this beautiful and unique being in which we can live and move and express in this world. When I explore, forgive, and love myself, I express the truth of my being. Last week for our musical inspiration, we chose a Jennifer Farron song. And the chorus of that song was "Ever learning as we go." I think that's the reason you are drawn to this community, is that realization that we're not a finished product right now. Within us, we are whole and complete in our spiritual nature. But in this physical experience that we have, we are ever learning as we go. We are ever uncovering and unlayering more and more of the illusion of who we might think we are, so that we can express more and more of the truth of who we actually are. And the key to that is to know ourselves, to forgive ourselves, and to unconditionally love ourselves. We're going to prepare for meditation at this time by singing "I Forgive."
I forgive me. I forgive all the heartache I I forgive, I forgive, I forgive all the heartache I have come to know. I forgive, I forgive, for I know a higher way is waiting to be shown. For I know a higher way is waiting to be shown. For I know a higher way is waiting to be shown. I invite us all to take a nice deep breath. Hold for just a moment and slowly release. Another breath. Holding and releasing. And now we just allow our breath to come and go, slow and natural. I invite you to close your eyes, unwind your arms and legs. Feel the support of the chair, of the floor. Know with a deep knowingness that you're safe and secure. I forgive because I know that there is a higher way. I know that as I forgive, I release anything that is blocking my experience of love, acceptance. I forgive the past because it is. And I move forward with the knowledge, with the wisdom that I have collected as I've journeyed this life experience. I forgive because I know as I expand, as I learn, I show up as who I truly am. Wise with the wisdom of spirit. Loving. Strong and compassionate. Creative. Capable. I forgive. I forgive. And I love. And let's just rest for a few moments in that energy.
We now turn to the spiritual practice of generosity. We are grateful for the many ways this center supports us in our spiritual growth, and we in turn are happy to support the center with our financial contributions and our voluntary service. We are also grateful for those who've already put into place automatic weekly, monthly, or quarterly giving. Thank you. Today, if you feel led to give, visit our website at unityofbloomington.org and click on the giving link. You can also place a check in the mail. Our mailing address is 4001 South Rogers Street, Bloomington, Indiana, 47403. I invite you to place your hands over your heart as we say our abundance affirmation. Together, I am an abundant being living in an abundant universe. God is the source of my supply. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me.
Let's bless the offering received with these words. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I'd like to invite our prayer partner this week, Ginger Curry, to close the service.
Thank you so much, Dan. If there is something that you would like for me to hold in prayer with you, or if there is a celebration that you would like for me to celebrate with you, please feel free to contact me, gingercurry@gmail.com, and I will be honored to be with you. Every week we close the service with a prayer, and we also sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. Today we are saying the we are. We're claiming it today. So join me as we say our closing prayer. Together, we are here to glow as the light of God. We are the light of God. We are here to embrace as the love of God. We are the love of God. We are here to stand in truth as the power of God. We are the power of God. And we are here to radiate as the presence of God. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.